Welcome to the Kobacast podcast, the only podcast where I record for 52 minutes only to realize I wasn't recording.
It's just
and I hate myself.
It's just one of
I've joined the dark side
here.
What?
It's just one of our favorite things to do here. Record and just lose everything right after. This has happened multiple times. It seems to be a
trend.
Yeah.
A trend here that a cycle I'd like to break.
I would love to break it, so let's make sure our lights are solid and that it is
solid
recording.
Red, it's good.
All right.
So
I took my water out and I left it.
So we just should we recap what we said in the last one?
We got to recap 50 minutes. So do we start with The Mandalorian?
We're talking about The Mandalorian was what we were talking about. We were talking about Boda, Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. He's the only Yoda for me.
How that twist was what made the show interesting.
Without that, it would have been a little bit disappointing, but
yeah,
Baby Yoda...
that was what roped us in.
Yeah.
Like I said,
there's plenty of stuff to like, such as Taika Waititi.
The word is interesting for The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
We need to see more.
It just has us very interested right now.
I will say this. The twist of me not recording was a better twist than Boda. Than Baby Yoda. But is it really a twist if we knew it was coming?
We're the only ones that get to experience that twist.
It's our special little twist.
Our little twist. Michael's podcast probably doesn't have these kinds of twists.
No, you keep calling him out.
I know. It's like, you better listen to this one.
Oh my gosh. I feel so weird like repeating what I said last time and like trying to make it seem like it's
the
genuine.
First time, and I'm also trying to figure out where to start and what we
also talked about how most of the episode was just us delightfully going, oh my gosh, there's a Jawa, there's a Gonk droid, there's a monkey lizard getting roasted on a spit.
It was nice to see all those aliens. Me, Nick, and my dad were all excited seeing it all. It's like, oh, that's cool, that's cool.
It's happy, it's fun time.
IG-11 was super cool to see, like an IG-88 type, like just in battle.
Yeah, the assassin droid. Oh yeah, we did talk about how it was a surprise him getting killed because we thought he was going to be his buddy the whole way, but turns out
he's not.
Just going to clock him, which I actually really liked, and I thought was a good twist because we were saying the trailer kind of showed basically the first episode, but now we don't know where it's going to go with him and Boda, Baby
which
Yoda.
is really cool, and it also feels like no character is safe outside of the Mandalorian because they killed a main character in the first episode, which is a really cool thing to do. I like it when shows do that.
Or who we thought was supposed to be a main character.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then
I
said I came to the realization that the reason he hates droids is because you saw in the trailer and
the flashback
that his family was like killed by battle droids or super battle droids during the Clone Wars, and that's why he hates droids, which I think is really interesting.
It is.
It'd be cool to see more flashbacks to that going on.
Yeah. Anything flashing back to the prequels is always welcome.
Are we gonna go for 50?
Well, we're at 4
minutes again. We're at 4 now.
We're almost there.
Now I am struggling. I am hurting.
Yeah.
We got the blurgs from Clone Wars,
which is cool.
I like that guy who was like, "I have spoken."
I like how that was a cool. Like, I have spoken. It was cool.
Cute little thing he did. He reminded me of like a character from Dark Crystal or something. I did like how he was talking about the ancient Mandalorians and how much of warriors they were.
Yeah,
Mandalorians are cool.
They're really cool species. Something else that we talked about was Boba Fett possibly being in it.
Oh yeah, Boba. I still don't know. Let me actually. I'm
pretty
look that
sure
up.
that's
Boba
hashtag confirmed.
We saw him go to his clan, and maybe we saw Boba Fett because I don't know if Boba Fett.
He'd still be around if he survived the.
Well, yeah, right. But I don't know if he counts as a Mandalorian. Like, would he?
He's a Mandalorian. Well, he's a clone, but he's a clone of a Mandalorian.
Boba Fett Mandalorian doesn't actually help.
Wait, what?
Because if you search Boba Fett Mandalorian, that doesn't actually help with any results. Oh gosh, I don't see it.
I saw like some pictures on Instagram that like zoomed up on the image and it looked like him, and then I paused it and looked on my own.
I'm fed up.
Yeah.
Fed up with this podcast.
Fed up with this podcast. Every time we try. It was cool seeing different aliens, which we haven't seen in the movies.
I think we talked about that.
In this podcast?
Yeah, we did.
I don't know what we talked about, what we haven't.
The Gonk droid said Gonk.
It's hard that
it's hard to be
we gotta redo.
A hero. Maybe we'll just go a half hour with this.
Yeah, I mean that could work because we don't have to talk about all the Disney Plus stuff.
But I want to talk about the Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe.
We have to. I don't mind re-talking about that. That is something.
Scoob is supposed to set up a Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe.
If we get a Jetsons Flintstones crossover with this animation, I will be absolutely thrilled. 3D. Yep.
We said they'd all fight the villains from the Dooku.
Was Yogi Bear a part of the old Scooby-Doo movies? They're just gonna like retcon that and be like, oh yeah, that was part of our. They're all part of the same universe.
He was there all along. Those are other movies. We had to talk about movies we would want to watch for the podcast. I do want to watch. I've never watched the live-action Scooby-Doo movies.
Are you serious?
In fact, I'm 100% hundo with you. I don't know.
Dude, they're so good. The first one, which I think I'm in the minority here, but I think the first one was okay, and I loved the second one. I think the second one's way better.
Monsters Unleashed.
Yeah, I might be in the minority there, but I can't believe you've never seen them. They're so good. They're classics.
I know, it's crazy.
So much fun.
It's crazy. The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian.
Gotta love him.
There's not a whole lot to say at this point, just because it's very established. Everything's like being established. Yeah. The armor was cool.
It's just him going to different planets, and like I said, I wish I had seen the names of the planets, like in Rogue One.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, was that Hoth? Was that Tatooine? I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter.
It'd just be nice to know, even for like talking about the show.
Yeah.
To be like,
I said, I did wish the lighting was a little.
Yeah.
Better.
They went more for like tone lighting rather than like you want to actually see what's happening.
I want to see. I don't like this Solo. What's going on?
Don't you ever badmouth Solo.
Or are we in a cave? I love Solo.
It's a classic.
But it's such a
unnecessary movie
to see movie. It's just color. It is unnecessary, but it's so hard to see what's going on.
Yeah. Who are y'all people?
But since this is Return of the Jedi era, do you think, like, post Return of the Jedi, you think we'll get any cameos from a Solo or a Luke, maybe?
It would have to be, like, CGI.
Like CGI, or we just see their boot or
My
their
dad
hand
thinks
or something?
they will be. I don't think they will be. I feel like you can maybe do, like, a Lando or something. Maybe. Although he's old now, also. Like, I don't know. Maybe a droid like C-3PO or R2 or.
We could see that. I think more likely we'll get like the Mandalorians from Clone Wars or Ahsoka.
Also, you could maybe see someone from like Rebels. I don't know if you could.
Yeah, someone from Rebels or Clone Wars. Yeah, I definitely could see that.
But I don't think we'll get Luke or the main three.
I mean, I kind of hope it remains separate, but it is just interesting to think about how it's 3 or 5 years after Return of the Jedi or whatever they said.
Is that what it was?
I don't. It's right after Return of the Jedi sometime.
It was cool seeing the stormtroopers in their like little cave kind of hiding out. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, all battered. But so we presume that the reason they want the Yoda creature, Boda, Baby Yoda, that is because maybe they want him to be a new Sith for them and raise him. Because 50 in Yoda years is like
5,
baby,
1.
Baby.
Yeah. It was cool that you're still a baby at 50.
I got so hyped when it was just like, it says it's 50, and I was like, I saw that green, I was like, is that a baby Yoda? Baby Yoda creature?
Baby Yoda?
And then it was.
Is that the next Yoda skin in Battlefront 2 that you're gonna buy? Boda?
Boda! Dude, I would actually be down for that.
I would too.
But it is interesting because, like, George Lucas has made Yoda's backstory a mystery. We don't know what his alien race is. We don't know what his, where he came from. We just know he's very strong in the Force, and the only other one we've known is Yaddle from Episode 1. So it's very interesting. Yeah. I kind of hope they stick with that and don't explain where this Boda came from.
But if they do...
I do...
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
But well, I assume that's where they're going. That it's going to be a Force user. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna repeat from the previous podcast that
That's all we're doing.
that if they do reveal the name of the Yoda species, then we will. It's a big year for Star Wars because we will get the name of the Yoda species and the first
And
name of
Count
Count
Dooku's
Dooku
name?
in the same year. So
Richard B. Dooku,
it's Dick Dooku.
Dick Dooku, Clive Dooku.
What was it? Clive Dooku? Is that what it was?
That's one I said.
Okay.
Keith Dooku.
I
that's one
wish
my
I
brother
remember
said.
the one that.
Yeah, you said some like Star Warsy name.
Yeah.
Dooku. I what if he comes on the Yoda the next episode he comes upon it and he's just like, you're all alone.
You
Yoda
have no
Solo.
people.
I killed
Yoda
everyone in here.
Solo.
You're Yoda Solo.
Boda Solo. That's it.
Boda, baby Yoda. What else? I did like I had said before. I still do feel like it goes from being really high quality to then being like feeling like a high budget fan film.
Yeah, for sure.
Like every other scene, it's a little off sometimes. Like we were saying, the guy he's originally going to capture, the first
The
bounty,
Marvel
that
alien
blue guy, the Nick Nolte guy. Yeah, he just was off, and I didn't like him. And as soon as he froze him carbon, I was like, okay, thank goodness that guy's just gone.
For sure.
Like he was annoying.
Yeah,
I'm
he
glad
wasn't
he had.
good.
I still can't get over the fact that you go from the carbonite chamber in episode 5, which is this giant thing to do one, and he's just got like 6 slots, or maybe he has one, but he has enough room for like.
Yeah, it's just like a portable
frozen carbonite.
Like a portable carbonite.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Machine. Yeah. Which I guess makes sense. I mean, it's been some years. It could have evolved, and he's probably got.
Well, and I think they make the point of saying the one in Cloud City is a crude technology, not necessarily that all of them are.
That makes sense.
He did feel like a video game character, kind of though. It's like he's going on his little missions.
Yeah.
Like,
his
he's a
quest.
looter shooter.
He gets his quest.
He's like a character in Borderlands or something. Yeah. The Imperial credits are no longer good, but he wants Mon Calamari stuff or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's kind of cool.
From Apollo Creed. What else? The Mandalorian. Yeah, there really isn't much to say.
There's not.
It's an interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we did talk about Disney Plus.
All the
we
shows
definitely had more to say the first time, but that's neither here nor there. We will have more to say the second time. Hopefully next week we'll keep talking about the Mandalorian. We talking about reviews on Lady and the Tramp or
Noel. Last Christmas. That's not Disney Plus, but that's a future.
That's not Disney Plus, but this is quickly going to become the Disney Plus.
There's just so much content from Disney Plus.
There's so much content.
It's incredible.
I want to watch Gargoyles.
I do too.
So many things I want to watch.
Yeah, my social life just took a huge hit from Disney Plus.
Yeah. I was just thinking to myself, what social life do I? I don't have a social.
I mean,
we watched all 3 High School Musicals.
Yeah. Caleb, I don't know if you're gonna be down with this, but I think you should be because
what am I supposed to be down with?
It would make a great podcast.
As long as it's not.
Caleb.
Go on. What is it? As long as it's not me recording.
Okay.
As long as it's recorded.
Yeah, as long as it's recording.
That's what I'm trying to get out.
We need to do a podcast. We could watch the movies first or watch a show. I don't care. We need to do a podcast on High School Musical, the musical of the series, I think, because I feel like that is going to make a quality podcast, and it looks hilarious, like really bad hilarious.
Yeah, we could. I was thinking about that after we could watch the movies first and then do that. I love those movies so much. I feel like the show is going to like tarnish their good name.
Probably. Well, it takes place.
I was talking with my friend, like, what if they brought in Zac Efron? Because the whole thing about the show is
they're doing a musical based on the movie.
A musical on the movie at the school that where it was filmed and they had never put on a production of it. So you could have Zac Efron cameo in an episode, and then I would be all in.
It'd be
But
amazing.
if you don't do that,
But Caleb, they say "damn" in it.
do they?
They do. They say it in the trailer.
Oh no!
I was like, "Wow!"
Not your kids, Disney. Whoa, Disney.
I know. Talk about family friendly.
Oh my gosh. We could definitely do that. We'd also talk about if there's any movie series we want to do.
Batman, Spider-Man, Star
Batman,
Wars,
Spider-Man, or Star Trek. Things we haven't seen all of or I've always been curious about.
All 20 movies of the Terminator series.
Right now, obviously, because we don't know how to record. I don't know how to record. Dude, I just want to watch Endgame again.
Yeah, it's really nice to have all that.
Hey Shaggy, on your left.
On your left.
Yabba dabba doo.
Got like was a Bam Bam on his shoulder and he's just running through. Jetsons would be like the Iron Man. I am Mr. Jetson.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name
I
is.
am Mr. Jetson. We did say the Dark Universe villain should fight the Hanna-Barbera people.
But stay in there.
You did show me the trailer for The Invisible Man, which is questionably part of the Dooku, if the Dooku is still
released
alive,
by the Universal Pictures.
which looks horrible.
It looks really bad.
It's just like your typical horror movie, and I'm like, why doesn't he just kill her? Why they always got to terrorize people? Just get it done. Just
do the deed, get it over with. Also, we said that when Dooku fights the Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe, that they should stay in their respective animation and live action and just fight like a Space Jam type.
Yes. And then we were like, wait, where's Space Jam 2?
It's never coming out.
I don't know.
Only in China.
Only in China for LeBron. LeBron.
What a guy.
Oh, and then we did talk about the Sonic trailer and how it's such a joy to your life, and it brought joy to me too, even though I'm not a Sonic fan.
Yeah, just everything about it. Green Hill Zone, the music, the costumes, like the old show, his cuteness, it just looks perfect.
It's just adorable.
It's going to be the first video game movie to be amazing. Mark my words. It's my Oscar pick. 5 bags.
Have you seen Pixels?
Watch it. I like that movie.
You just said Sonic's gonna be the first amazing. Have you?
I didn't say it was good.
Prince of Persia.
I haven't.
That's a guilty pleasure movie for me. Here's my question though. How do you feel about Sonic being an alien?
He's not an alien.
Well, that's what
I mean, technically, I guess he is.
For the movie though, in Sonic lore. What is he? Because sometimes he interacts with humans, sometimes it's just him.
All right, let me take you on a little history lesson. So, in the hit Fox Kids? I think it was Fox Kids. In the hit Fox Kids television show Sonic X, Sonic is on this planet.
What about Sonic Underground?
Also a great show, but that's the
Supersonic Racing.
Supersonic Racing.
You've got all these songs.
No, this is gotta go fast, gotta go faster and faster for the Sonic X. So in Sonic X, Sonic is on his planet minding his own business, fighting Robotnik or whatever, and Robotnik mistakenly transports them to Earth. So they're on a different planet.
Oh, of course, as one does.
As one does. So technically, to us, I guess it makes sense if he's an alien in the movie or whatever, because he does live on a different planet. I don't remember I don't know if it's Mobius or I forget what it's called, but he does live on a different planet, although sometimes he's on Earth. So it depends on what you're doing.
Which version? Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, Sonic X.
I was just curious.
He got transported. The old Sonic shows, it took place on, I think it just took place on his own planet. I think most of the time it's not Earth. But don't quote me on that. I don't know about the games and everything. Okay. But like I know
you are a renowned Sonic expert.
Yeah, the original '90s show was very dark and very good, and I'm pretty sure that was not on Earth. And that was a good show. That was really dark for a kid's show. Like they were like straight up killing people and turning them into robots. Sonic's uncle
Oh
gets like
no.
killed and turned into a robot, and then he sees him and he's all sad because he's not his uncle anymore because he's this like robot guy. But I think he ends up saving him. I don't remember. We
All
need
right.
we need a Sonic Plus
The
streaming service with
Sonic
all the
Plus,
Sonic shows.
just all the Sonic stuff.
Yeah,
The streaming wars have begun, I guess. Yeah, officially
it's
with Disney Plus.
basically cable now.
Yeah, it is cable, but like I think you got more shows for less with cable, especially if you adjust for inflation.
Yeah, the one thing about streaming though is that you can share the information, which helps because I'm only paying for 2, but I have like everything, and you're
Yeah,
paying
well,
for like
yeah, that's the
2,
thing.
and you
We have everything we share with each
yeah,
other.
which is really nice.
It is helpful. I did find it interesting that it wasn't working at launch, Disney Plus. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw there was
Like,
problems
these
with it,
things
but I didn't know what
never.
happened.
It's just like Master Chief Collection. Like they never plan for like the influx of millions
Oh, yeah.
of users they're gonna get.
They're like,
And then
oh,
they
it'll be
just don't work
fine.
at the start, and it's like, all right. Well, by the time I got on there, it was fine.
Same.
But, I am excited, and we were saying how like user friendly it looks.
Yeah, which is
Like
fantastic.
how
I love how
there's
it's
just not a bunch of crap like on Netflix. It's just very basic. It's just squares. It's for simpletons like me.
yeah, and I love how
um,
it's like divided into like Disney, Pixar, Marvel,
Yeah,
Star
Disney,
Wars. You just like
Pixar,
click
Marvel,
it and it
yeah,
just
National
it's really
Geographic.
nice.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
was
clean
saying there
app.
was some weird stuff because like there's sometimes where you'll. First of all, it doesn't have every single Disney thing ever on it yet, so that's a little no. I'm kidding.
So that's something.
But
Some points off for that.
no, the Disney Vault. No, like sometimes you'll go to a category and you will. It's like I was looking. The only other thing I watched in here was the first episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and
yeah.
I don't even have time to watch that, but I don't know why I watched the first episode.
That's a show I'm probably gonna like binge through with it.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
on deck.
But I couldn't find it. I go to Disney Channel shows, I can't find it, and then I search and I find it. But it's just a little weird. Sometimes all the shows aren't in the different sections you think they are. You have to search. I mean, I guess that's why a searching mechanism is there. It's just kind of weird. Like, you don't know what's all there without searching, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Which is odd, but I feel like there's
but
so
it did just
much.
Launch. It'll probably get better.
Yeah, and I feel like there's just so much right now that I guess it kind of is understandable. But with time, I'm sure the app will get better. Hopefully, it doesn't go the way of like Hulu, or I guess maybe even Netflix, where it just gets more complicated instead of just being simple. So hopefully, they
we've
keep
definitely
it simple.
said like the price is going way up. Like, there's no way this
100%.
it's $7. Like that's why I bought the
year
one. Because
I'd say give it a year, and then they'll probably bump it up.
Because if they raise the price, I mean, if they could wait a year and then do it, but like if they raise the price,
then you're already locked in.
In the middle, it's already like I already paid for it for a year. You don't have to wait like a bunch.
Yeah, I think the yearly thing is the smartest thing to do every year because of that exact reason.
Oh, Disney Plus.
But for now, for the very beginning at least, it's a great price, and we're gonna enjoy it a lot until they do something.
I am very happy with it.
Yeah, I feel like this could. I don't know if it will put any of the others out of business or anything, but I feel like it will definitely hurt them.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they all have their own exclusives that make them like worth having.
I feel like Disney has more exclusives.
Yeah, I mean, just the Marvel shows alone, like that are coming out.
I just remembered the Muppets again. I'm gonna watch so much.
Oh
Muppets.
Yeah, I want to see the Most Wanted one. I've never seen that. And I know
I've never seen Most Wanted. And then we talked about the ABC show that failed.
Yes.
Gosh,
I'd be down with doing
Avatar.
a podcast on.
Can I tell you
Muppets.
something? I've never seen Avatar.
I haven't either, and I don't really
I'm
want
staring
to.
at it right now, and I will probably watch
It's on
it.
Disney
We'll do a
Plus.
podcast
I guess
on
it is. Yeah.
Josh, can I say I'm glad we just had to re-record this, even though this is more of a Disney Plus podcast, which is fine. I wanted to do one of those anyways. I'm glad we did this. This is leaving me with a better feeling in my stomach.
This way, you're not mad the rest of the night that we lost the whole thing.
I appreciate you sacrificing not seeing Playing with Fire tonight.
Yeah, it was a big sacrifice. It was maybe the year Oscar pick, but I decided to wait it out. Also, I didn't mention in this podcast. I want to mention it.
Yes, sir.
That my Oscar pick for 2020 is indeed Sonic the Hedgehog. So I just wanted to make sure that it's in this for when it wins the Oscar. I can say I told you so to everyone.
Okay. Interesting. I think.
Five
I
bags.
think. I think. What is Forky?
Oh, what is money?
What is Forky's What is Money
Yeah.
will never be an Oscar pick, and I think the Forky question show should go away.
Oh, it's a show? I
It's
thought it
like
was
a
like a
little
short.
shorts. Well, they're like little shorts. I think they're
Oh,
gonna add
okay.
to them. I do like they have like Pixar shorts on there, like
Yeah, it's really
the
cool.
old guy playing chess or like Jack Jack Attack. It's just it's so much nostalgia.
There's so much nostalgia. Um,
What else? What else is on? It's just such a magical little thing.
I know it's incredible. Um, Noel, did we talk about like
We did talk
that?
about Noel, yeah.
The Marvel
Um,
shows. Kenobi.
oh yeah.
Kenobi's gonna be coming out on it.
That's like so long in advance. Like I think the first Marvel show, which is Falcon and Winter Soldier, doesn't
Next
come out
year.
till fall of next year.
So far,
It's like ugh, it just started shooting. I'm like, give me it all now.
yeah,
Clone Wars comes out in February though. I think right around
yeah.
the
So it's
time
enough
that
time for me
Mandalorian
to
on. So we'll get Mandalorian and then Clone Wars.
enough time
I'm
for me to
lit.
get caught
I'm
up
hype.
in Clone
Dude,
Wars.
you gotta get caught up. You
I
gotta watch
will.
it. Especially there's gonna be. I bet there's gonna be characters from Clone Wars and Rebels who show up in Mandalorian.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like,
I
oh
was
my
gonna
gosh,
start watching it tonight, but I just got home too late. But I was planning
just
on.
like the Blurgs.
Yeah,
You can ride a
I did
Blurg.
recognize them. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Dude, the score was great. Ludwig Göransson's score. Let's say that. I feel like I didn't say it enough of like
Yeah,
that was amazing.
it
Like,
was really
and I
good.
liked how they didn't rely on the old Star Wars stuff, but I know they probably will at some point,
Hmm
and it'll be cool when that happens. But I was
I
just like, I like this, like westerny.
Yeah, I
traveling
feel like
music.
this felt the most like a Western out of everything. I know Solo was supposed to, I think, be a
Right.
Western, but this
I
feels
mean,
like a
Star Wars in
Western.
general is always kind of based on Western, but
Yeah,
it's like very, very leaning
this
into
feels
that.
like it's like legitimately
Yeah,
just going all in on the Western
yeah,
brand like stuff.
yeah. Like him walking into that cantina or whatever. Yeah,
Cutting the guy in half was dope.
cutting the Quarren in half. Yeah, it was cool. Oh, classic The Mandalorian. Do you think there's some secret behind his mask, or do you think like
I think they're just.
he just takes it off and then it's just like
I'm pretty sure that's
eh,
exactly what it is.
just a guy?
Like you said, a
It'll be
Master
like
Chief's type thing, but lamer,
yeah, it's sort of like a Master Chief type
but
thing.
not
I
as
feel like.
cool.
I mean, I'd be fine if we never. I don't know. I mean,
I
it's
feel
just
like we will see his face this season. I don't.
it'd be funny if they did the robot chicken Master Chief thing. He takes off the helmet and it's just a helmet on under.
My true face,
Whoa.
my true form.
This isn't even my final form. The Mandalorian. So, do you think Boda will survive this show or die? It's gotta die, right?
If he survives, I feel like he would have to come up in a future movie.
Like he shows up at the end of Rise of Skywalker and
This
just
is just like a.
"Roo!" and kills the Emperor.
Even though like this show is not going to be finished by the Rise of Skywalker, probably.
Yeah, but he would. I mean,
I guess we would know who he was.
Boda's only 50.
Yoda's the Skywalker who rises.
It wasn't Solo. It was Boda Skywalker.
That's
That
what it
little
is.
ET thing they do was really cute.
Yeah, he's like in his like a little like blanket, and they're just like, oh.
I don't know. I love that. I don't know why. Like it's not like it hasn't been done before, but like I just love that he's like this ruthless killer, and then he sees this life form that he's supposed to take in or exterminate. He's just kind of like, He's just like
He's like,
fascinated by it. He's just like,
I need
oh.
to save it. It's so cute.
Yeah.
How do you not?
And like I said, I for some reason that just made sense. Like I didn't call that was gonna happen, but it just made sense that there would be a force sensitive baby for him to protect.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they went there so early is interesting.
Mhm.
But we'll see. I'm glad they did because it's like, I mean,
You don't think there will be like
the
a
Force is Star Wars.
time jump of any kind after this, do you? To like have Boda be like a young like.
I don't think so because I think they wanted it set in this era. because this is
there's like 30 years though between.
Yeah, there's 30 years for them to play around in. If they jump it,
yeah,
because if
that's
50
true.
now, if 50 now is Boda still a
It's
baby,
probably like
baby
100
Yoda.
by the time you like.
100 is like like
Because Yoda was what, like 950 some years old or something, 900.
900. Yoda was 900 when he died.
Okay, so yeah.
And he said for 800 years I trained Jedi. So I guess he started training Jedi when he was like 100. So maybe like I don't know, 50's like 30 or 40 or 20, like 100 would be 30 or 40 to him, or
Maybe.
or 20 or 30 or 40. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but
It's so interesting.
it is very interesting.
It's so cute.
Also, I mean, Yoda could have potentially died even earlier than his kind does normally because he was so involved with Jedi stuff. Stress kills. So maybe they live even longer in 50s.
I feel like the living force would have been what was keeping him alive, maybe.
That's true.
I don't know. Good old Yoda.
But then that also begs the question, is this baby force sensitive? Is all that species force sensitive?
Why else would you make it this creature unless you were implying that it's a potentially powerful force sensitive? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's all you know about that.
I would be okay with his entire species just being, or like his whole race just being force sensitive.
Yeah, I think that totally makes sense. That's why you don't see that many of them.
Yeah,
and that's why it's like,
so
oh
powerful.
Snap, we need this thing. Yeah, it's like, because again, we don't know where he came from. He's just 900 years old, and he's just always been there.
And I love that mystery about him. And like you said earlier, I hope they don't.
I don't want
them
to explain it, but I would be like, okay, what does another Yoda creature look like? That's interesting.
But it also begs the question: does he survive this series or die sometime? And if he does, how does he get killed? If he's like this powerful creature, like it's going to be interesting.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to find out in episode 2 of The Mandalorian.
They just kill off Boda in episode 2.
He's just like,
psych.
nah, and he shoots it. Like, aw, that'd be so sad.
I was like getting ready to just be like, feeling really like bummed at the end if they would have just shot him in the face. I was about to like, oh, Boda.
Thought IG-11 like maybe capped him and. No.
Yeah, so I was happy they killed IG-11.
Yeah.
That was cool. It was really cool seeing IG-11 though. Just seeing that.
Yeah, IG-11 was cool.
Because I've always been fascinated by IG-88.
Yeah. And the assassin droids.
Yeah, so it was really cool to see.
Well, it was cool too because it's like it's an assassin droid. It makes sense why he's like mowing down people.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had talked about how good their interaction was because it didn't get too humorous.
It stayed very Star Wars funny.
It stayed very like it was funny.
More like a subtle humor, like I mean not subtle, but like them jumping out, looking at each other, seeing the machine gun, being like, nope, jumping back. That was really
and just him mowing down the people with the turret was awesome.
It was. I also liked how it was like a small detail. I liked how IG-11 moved. It was very like stiff, and it was like his whole body would just kind of like
his guns moving
like
right,
it was just,
and then his like legs rotating. Yeah,
it was very
really
cool. And I thought it looked really neat. And the guy who what did he say? Like I have spoken or whatever. He was cool. I liked his I have spoken thing.
I have spoken. That was great.
I don't know if we covered that.
I don't know what he was. If he was a Ugna or something else, I don't know.
Oh yeah, he might have been. But yeah, all the aliens were cool. I felt like there was like 1 or 2 humans and the rest were just aliens, which was really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was a cool change from.
I was happy about
the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, I thought the armor was cool.
It was cool.
I'm excited to learn more about where he comes from in the whole Mandalorian line.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I thought it was also cool that they like melted down that stuff. It was kind of like he had to build his own armor by like doing missions, which is kind of cool.
I'm definitely because his middle kind of looks jank, like the red.
Yeah,
it's like his helmet and his shoulder pad are the only really super upgraded things.
It'll be interesting to see how much his armor changes over the course of the show, and if it does,
he becomes shinier.
Yeah. Gotta get shiny.
Shiny.
That just is playing in the background as he's upgrading.
I wasn't gonna go there because I wasn't sure if you would have got that reference.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, oh yeah, love that guy. My stuff is so shiny.
It's because it's a Disney show. They just gotta insert this stuff.
Yeah, we are.
I'm gonna be looking for the hidden Mickeys. On the
Dude,
armor.
love. Yeah. I think Taika Waititi's gonna be in the next Rick and Morty episode too.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't love.
Maybe he'll
I mean,
get killed in that.
obviously, I don't like Thor Ragnarok, but I do really enjoy Taika Waititi
No, I
because
enjoy him, and I like Korg.
yeah, Korg's all right. What We Do in the Shadows is just one of the greatest shows. It is so funny. You should watch it. Because like we watched the movie and it was like, all right, that was kind of funny, and then we watched the show and the show's just incredible. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. And they do some cool things in the show that I was very impressed with. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a really good show. You should watch it.
All right.
Yeah.
Good suggestion.
That just got off topic, but yeah.
No, that's all right. You know it's. You know, it got off topic.
Not recording the podcast.
Not recording the first one.
As long as this one records, and look, we're already at 37 minutes, and we're going strong.
We're already at 37 minutes. We've done okay for ourselves. I'm pretty proud of us.
Yeah, me too.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of
I
you
wouldn't
too.
be able to do this without you.
Yeah, I mean, same.
I'm just staring at the light to make sure it's still solid. I won't blink.
Caleb,
What?
mine's blinking.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just joking.
Don't. Don't do that.
I would have just ran and like done like a swan dive off my roof. Is what would have happened.
I'm right next to a window. I would have jumped out the window. Josh, don't. Oh my gosh, that's scary. I knew you were joking, but I also didn't.
Yeah, it's one of those things. What if Marvel's What If?
Marvel's What If? I can't wait. When does that come out?
That comes out in like 2022, like so far from now.
Are you serious?
It sucks because that's like the one I'm looking forward to the most.
They've got like a Marvel expanding the universe.
Is that like the making of stuff or whatever? Or is that?
I'm not sure. Maybe. Let me see.
What If is one of them that I'm probably looking forward to the most, or like one of like it's high up there, just because it's such a cool concept. But we had to wait the longest for it, and that sucks.
I am very excited for that. I'm excited for the Lizzie McGuire coming back.
I am too. I wasn't at first, but they have the whole cast. I think it's gonna be really good.
I know.
I'm really excited.
I want to watch Endgame. I can't.
I know it's there. The one bad thing about Marvel's What If is I heard a nasty rumor that and I think it's hashtag confirmed, but I'm not sure. That the animation is gonna look just like Star Wars. What's that new one?
Oh, Galaxy. Wait, there's a difference. Because Galaxy of Adventures animation is actually really cool.
Which one's that? I don't think it's. Oh no, it's not that. I don't
You're
think
talking
it's that.
about Star Wars
Resistance or whatever.
Resistance.
I think they said that's the animation that it's gonna be.
No, really? I thought I saw some stills and it looked more like.
Do they have stills for it?
I thought there were a couple. I'm trying to remember what's that one Star Wars show, Forces of Destiny. That
one looked kind of cool. I actually wanted to watch that.
It was okay. I had some but Star Wars Galaxy of Adventures was cool. It was like retelling of like.
That's the one I wanted to rewatch. But like in cool animation.
Really cool animation. Yeah.
Is that on like Disney Plus?
It's just on YouTube.
Okay,
like,
YouTube.
I think you can just watch them on YouTube.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
And Forces of Destiny had some okay ones, but like Galaxy of Adventures really has cool animation.
Because I remember people like being upset about it, but then once they saw it, they were like, "Oh, this is actually pretty cool."
Yeah, it is. I tried watching Resistance.
Did you?
I didn't get far.
I just it's like I wanted to. I mean, it's Dave Filoni, but I just don't really have any interest in anything post anything Disney
care
era.
About that era.
Yeah,
I don't care about the sequel era really.
I don't mind seeing stuff in between them. Like I think that's kind of cool.
But it's Star Wars.
Like Mandalorian, I know.
Are you gonna get? Here's a question. You gonna get Fallen Order?
I am, but when I'm gonna get it is the question.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I want Modern Warfare more.
I want Modern Warfare. Not gonna say 2 because that's not. I have Modern Warfare 2. I want Modern Warfare as well. We could get that to a review.
I think we should get that on Black Friday because it'll probably be on sale. It usually Call of Duty
Yeah.
usually always is for like $45 or something. The fact that they have 4-player co-op,
I feel it, grandfather.
4-player co-op Spec Ops, that's a mouthful,
Yeah,
but
that sounds amazing, dude.
that is incredible. That was.
Can you do? Is it 4-player? Can you do 2-player split screen though?
I'm not sure. I would imagine, but I'm not sure.
I
Because
hope so.
because you figure this is taking place as Zombies, which usually always had 4-player
Right.
Local co-op. Then they changed
Yeah,
it to
you're
2,
right.
so I would assume it would at least have 2.
I hope so.
Me too, because
I
we
really,
could- we
gosh,
could
I want to get Death Stranding.
we could spend
too,
some
though.
hours on that. I heard from Nick that there's like a crap ton of walking in that, so walking simulator.
I mean, it's Hideo Kojima. It's
Yeah,
all
which
about
is
the
really cool.
experience.
Um,
More about than the game.
I wouldn't mind getting that, but there's
I
other
want it.
games that are
Daryl
higher.
and a baby.
Yeah, Modern Warfare is at the top of the list. Then probably Fallen Order, Death Stranding. I would also like to get.
Ugh, so many games.
I know.
Give me the games.
I'm gonna wait for Fallen Order until I see some reviews that tell me that it's good because EA has burned me so many times.
And yet we still play Battlefront 2.
We keep going back. Also, do you want
And
to
I
play
have
tonight?
almost perfected it. And that is the first game I've almost perfected in a long time. We want to play tonight. Are you serious?
Only kind of. I should probably wait and play tomorrow night.
I've got so much homework to do that I'm probably not gonna do because there's so much to watch on Disney.
I know.
Plus.
This is like, why couldn't they have waited till like after the semester ended? So we just had a month.
I
to,
know.
Like,
Well, it's like with Endgame.
yeah.
Last year, Endgame, all the big Marvel movies always come out right during finals week. It's like, no, release them a week later.
Like, what are you doing to us? They were like, we're gonna
Torturing
bring
us.
it back a week, and like for our fans, we're all like, no.
I mean, I'm like, yes, but no.
Yeah, it's a torn thing.
Hey, Shaggy, on your left.
On your left. I want
still
it.
can't get
I
over
want
it.
it really
The
badly.
Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe.
If that doesn't happen now, I'm gonna be really mad
But
at
I
you.
still wish it was with not the original, but I wish it was with the current voice actors.
Yeah, me too.
Still salty about that.
Although, is there a current voice actor for the Flintstones or the Jetsons or Yogi Bear? Like, is there anyone? There's no shows for that, is there?
Those aren't really on anymore, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
I thought there was supposed to be some. I just remember. You just reminded me of something. There was supposed to be like a Seth MacFarlane Flintstones a couple years ago, but then that never happened.
Really?
Do you remember that?
I don't know if I do.
Let me look this up.
Also, riddle me. I don't think it is. I'm like 99% sure it's not. But Tom and Jerry is not Hanna-Barbera, correct?
No, that's Looney Tunes.
Right. That's actually.
Wait, right?
Actually, I don't know if it's
Right,
Looney
they're
Tunes.
Aren't they Looney Tunes?
No, I think it might be
Are they-
WB, but it's not like a part of Looney Tunes.
Now you're.
They are coming out
I
with a
don't know.
live-action / animated movie of Tom and Jerry really soon.
A live action or
I think
animated?
both. I think, unless it's CGI, I'm not really sure.
Hold on, now I'm looking up a Tom and Jerry movie. Now you've sent me
Yeah,
down
dude, we're down the rabbit hole.
the old rabbit hole. Yeah, who owns Tom and Jerry?
I mean, I love Tom. I love Tom and Jerry.
is Hanna-Barbera. You were right.
So, part of the
Forgive me.
Hanna-Barbera. You know, although
So there you
I think it's
go.
live action though and animated.
Here's what I tell you. So during the movie, they're about to go save the world or whatever from the Dooku, and Tom just looks at Jerry and he goes, "Do you trust me?"
This needs to happen. That's amazing.
Scoob. I love that they can't just make a movie anymore.
No, it's got to be a whole thing. Like, it's got to be an entire.
Dude, I just looked to see if my mic was plugged in because I thought it
Caleb?
was for a second, but it is. It is. It is.
I was about to say.
Sorry, Tom and Jerry something?
I forget already.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not. It's not you.
It's not you. It's
It's
me.
not you. It's me.
No, was it about the Hanna-Barbera universe? Are they Hanna-Barbera? That's so weird.
I didn't think they
didn't know
were,
that.
but I guess so. Hanna-Barbera, when we were kids, that was like so lit. Like that was like
Yeah.
I loved all
had
their shows.
I had this big book with all the stories like of each one of this big orange
Oh,
book
really? That's awesome.
of like all the it was the best.
This is why
You get like a story for each one.
This is why I've contemplated many times in the past, but I've never pulled the trigger on getting the Boomerang streaming service because they just have all the Hanna-Barbera stuff. And it's like, I really want it. And I think they have like Looney Tunes and stuff. I'm not sure about that. But
I feel like they would too, because that's what isn't
Boomerang's
Boomerang's
just, like, all the
everything
old...
that aired on Cartoon Network,
Yeah.
or like whatever was before WB, old Cartoon Network-y stuff.
Yeah, I think they even have like, do they have like Dexter's Lab and that type of stuff? Johnny Bravo and all?
I don't know. Because I remember Boomerang was a segment
It was,
on
yeah.
Cartoon Network that was their older stuff, and stuff that wasn't on air anymore, like Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls. Wouldn't that apply now to
I feel like it
Boomerang?
would.
Which is weird to think about those as classic cartoons.
But they are.
I forgot there was a Boomerang app, but I guess you're right.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, but doesn't WB own all that?
I'm not sure. I think they might have at one point.
And doesn't WB also own? They have a DC Universe app. They got a Boomerang.
They're milking it completely.
And they have a HBO Max, which
is that
fairly
WB?
certain is also WB. I think
WB should just do the Disney
like
Plus and just combine it all.
Why
like,
isn't there just one platform?
Because if they combined all that, like they would make so much more money. Because way more people would like subscribe to it, and they have plenty of content.
Warner Media owns HBO. Yeah.
So yeah, why are they like doing all this?
Why are they doing 3?
Because there's like another HBO streaming service coming out, HBO Next, right?
Yeah, well, HBO Max. Yeah.
Is that?
So there's HBO Max,
HBO Now, HBO Go.
Well, those are just, I feel like, features of HBO. But yeah, so they also have Boomerang, and they're coming out with the DC Universe. I mean, they
already
DC
have.
Now I'm just puzzled.
Yeah, that's
I didn't even
dumb.
think about that. We're kind of getting hornswoggled.
A little bit. And Riddle Me does
NBC Universal's coming out.
Yay.
Gonna take The Office away from Netflix.
Stupid.
They're gonna take Parks and Rec and 30 Rock, 2 shows I always said I would watch but never did.
Yeah, I know. That's so sad.
I don't have time or friends.
I know, I feel that. Shoot, what was I about to say? Oh, HBO Max. You have to subscribe to that, right? Like you wouldn't have that because
that's what's
even
weird.
though you're
HBO's already paid
it's
for,
stupid.
but you have to then pay more for HBO Max.
And why is there a Green Lantern show on there, not on the DC universe?
I don't know,
so weird.
Dude. It doesn't make any sense.
WB is just out there.
I didn't even think about this. You're just revealing this to me now.
Yeah, dude.
They're hornswoggling us with 4 different apps. I mean, at least Disney has Hulu. They're doing the tie-in where you can get Hulu, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus.
That's why, and I was kind of shocked about this because Disney, I feel like, would generally be the most greedy company, I feel like.
Yeah.
And it seems, I mean, right now, I'm sure, like we said, it'll go up. But right now, it seems like they have, like, the best deals and the best value for your money.
Well, and it's the most stuff. Yeah, the most bang for buck.
which is surprising that it's not higher or, whatever. But
what was it? Some show just got announced to be on Hulu or Hulu exclusive. I can't remember. Do you remember what that was?
South Park.
Was it South Park or was it something else?
Oh, no, South Park is already on there. South Park is going...
But I thought something was being renewed on Hulu.
Because South Park is going to HBO Max, something. I think. Or is that going to... I don't remember.
Right.
I don't know where it's going. I don't know, though. I don't know what was renewed.
I don't know. There was something I can't remember. But that's interesting.
Yeah.
The streaming wars have begun. Streaming wars, nothing but streaming wars.
I think this podcast is basically streaming.
Honestly, I think this podcast is better than the first one.
I do too, actually, like 100%.
What were you going to say, though, before I said that?
I was saying that I think this is more of a streaming podcast with a little bit of Mandalorian. This is a Disney Plus
podcast.
Yeah.
With a middle of Mandalorian. But to be honest, I agree with you. There really isn't much to say about it because it just
not a whole lot happened.
It just dips you
Give
in
it time.
because it just makes you like I was saying on the other one. It's like it doesn't feel like a TV show. It feels more like a the first 40 minutes of like a larger like 10-part story, which I prefer
Yeah.
better because I don't like having to feel like you have to wrap up everything in 40 minutes.
Yeah, which is it's nice.
But there's more I want to see. I'm intrigued, interested. You know what? I kind of want to watch it again though. That's something
I
interesting.
wouldn't mind rewatching it.
Because it's Star Wars, it doesn't feel like, and because there's only one out so far, still solid red.
Okay, good.
It doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like an episode as much. I don't know what I'm saying.
No, I get you.
You know what I mean?
And it flew by. It felt like a 20-minute episode.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. I was like, whoa, it's over?
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought it was going to be an hour, but we'll have to see. Well, I think we did a pretty good job of salvaging this. It is more a Disney Plus podcast.
Which I'm
honestly,
okay with.
Yeah, I'm okay with too. We just repeated ourselves. Just same cycle. So tune in next week. We'll hopefully talk about The Mandalorian episode 2.
Yeah.
And other things.
Thank
you for sticking by me, Josh.
Of course, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, it's.
The second half of this was definitely more animated and good than the first half. So, thanks.
I agree.
Thanks for sticking through the first half to get to the gold of the second half.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's everything. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, any last things I want to say.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. I feel pretty good about it.
One last thing is that I just love having all of the Star Wars movies in one place that you can stream. It's amazing just being able to scroll through.
So we can watch that Greedo scene redone again by George Lucas.
It's gonna be
where he goes Macaulay Culkin or whatever he says at the end. Watch the scene. It's hilarious.
His favorite like movie.
Macaulay Culkin. He just goes like just says something weird.
Good old George.
I don't know.
We love him.
Love him.
No George Lucas slander on this show.
No, of course not. It's our hero.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. We'll see you next week, I guess.
Thanks for listening to the Kobacast.
The Kobacast podcast. Peace.